Okay, so today my third grade lesson is over prefixes and suffixes, and it's aimed at an intermediate ELL student. So let's get started. Today we are going to be talking about prefixes and suffixes. Before we get started, let's go over our objectives. So our first objective is I can define the meaning of certain prefixes and suffixes. And our language objectives are I can use proper pronunciation when speaking, and I can identify key words or phrases to help myself. And so now what we're going to do to make sure we really know what's expected of today is we're going to go through and I'm going to have y'all tell me key words, and we're going to go over those. So does anyone see a key word in this first objective? Yes.
Define.
Okay, define, so we can highlight that. And so what define means is we're just going to figure out the meaning of something, or what a certain word or phrase means. Does anybody else see another one?
Prefixes.
Prefixes. Good job. Prefixes they're Latin, and we put them at the beginning of words to create new words. Okay, there's one more that I see in this one that we're going to look at.
Suffixes.
Suffixes. Good job. And they're kind of like prefixes in that they're Latin, which is a different language, but prefixes go at the beginning of words to create new meaning of the word, but suffixes go at the end. Now to our language objectives. So in our first one, I can use proper pronunciation when speaking. Does anybody see a key word we might need to know in this one?
Pronoun.
Are you talking about this one?
Yep.
Okay, pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Okay, excellent. So pronunciation is kind of what we just did. It's how we say a word and how it's supposed to sound. Okay, and I think that's all of them for that objective. Let's look at our last one. I can identify key words or phrases to help myself. So what are some key words?
Identify.
Identify. Good job. And so when we say identify, it just means to point out or figure out. Okay, so those are our objectives. And so now, let's see. Now I want you to give me a thumbs up if you feel like you understand the objective, a thumbs in the middle if you're kind of iffy about it, or a thumbs down if you don't get it. So the first one, I can define the meaning of certain prefixes and suffixes. Okay, thumbs up everyone. Okay. Next objective, I can use proper pronunciation when speaking. Thumbs up, middle, down. Middle, okay, so let's go over use proper or correct pronunciation, or how we say words when speaking. So we're going to have to use the right way to say words when we're talking. Alright, our last objective. I can identify key words or phrases to help myself. Thumbs up, middle down. Thumbs up everyone. Okay, good job. Okay, so I do the lesson, so now the closing. Okay, good job. Good job today, class. Now I want to see how y'all feel about what we did today and how confident y'all feel in what we learned. So I'm gonna tell y'all that we're gonna do a self-assessment, which that means we're gonna gauge on our own how we did. And so I want you to give me one finger up if you feel like you could teach the concept or what we learned to somebody else, and if you can teach it to a friend. I want you to give me a 2 if you understand most of what we learned about, but not quite everything. Or a 3 if you don't understand completely and you need more time, practice, or examples. Okay, so I see some 1s, some 2s, no 3s, so that's good. But we have mostly 1s, so that means that y'all feel confident that y'all could go teach a friend about prefixes and suffixes. Yeah.